the Vols will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Offense set on first down. Got the quick completion. At the 35, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
On the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down for the offense. Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice when you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone. Everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires complete. Lowers those pads. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback, but 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There is no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got his man. All kinds of running room. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
On the ground. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Grab behind the line. It's held. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. Pulls it, fired complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Back at it to open the quarter with this 1st down play.
Here we go.
Dropping back, it's Ewers. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Hit as he throws. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He'll pull it down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Got it in the middle. It's Benjamin. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-2. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Vols moving quickly to the line. Now on the option. At the 45, on his way. Off he goes. The 10. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Vols. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Benjamin. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
On second down, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half.
Texas.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The option look. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Quarterback checking off. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit them right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Now improvising. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Unloads quickly. Got enough space. Touchdown, Volunteers! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out.
Texas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Wide receiver shows motion. He's back to throw on second down. Buys a little extra time. He'll let one go down the right side. Wide open, he makes the catch. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his run.
They'll run the option. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas 24, Tennessee 17.
They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lowry. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Steps away. Blasted as he lets it go. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Trying to take it back. Inside the 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tennessee. On to attempt the try. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter.
Texas.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Complete to the left. Can anyone catch it? A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And it it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
This offense has a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Still looking, on the move. He chucks one out to the right. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He'll just keep slinging it. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise, you can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They feed him again. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well, so don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run. Then I can take some big shots in man coverage down the field. And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Ward. That one comes out hot down the right side. Touchdown ball! And in the final moments,
I gotta give it to you. You had the sweatiest team I ever played.
Just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock.